Wow. Where to start with a day like today? Well, today is December 6th, 2023, and we had compared to prior few sessions, today was kind of exciting. We got this big run up during Globex. Right off that Globex open, we had a move up to the prior day's high, and then we're diddling around above it. And even the European Open was pretty sideways for the most part. And then we got this data bid off, what was that today? What is that? The non-farm employment change or something? We got that data bid up to the prior month's high, and I was actually looking for a for a trend up day, and instead I was given a trend down day. And I had mentioned that if we were to get a gap close or the overnight low was to break, or just no trade above the open, any sort of or strong acceptance below the opening range low, anything like that was going to negate my bullish lean, and instead I'd start looking for a bearish lean. And a friend of mine actually had even mentioned this thing gapped up straight into resistance on the Nasdaq. Here are the prior two highs, and these highs over here you can see we gapped up into there and just immediately fell apart. The Nasdaq much heavier than the ES today, and even now as we speak, the Nasdaq is falling below the RTH low. Dow managed to, for the most part, hang out at the highs here. Rusty selling off of this zone over here. Let's go over to the footprint, the daily footprint. Um, there we go. Here's ESZ, the December contract. And unlike the prior, so all these sessions, look at this, December, what would that be? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all these days here. These are full ES days, so the days are a little bit weird, but all of these sessions coming in with negative cumulative delta, right? Negative 6,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9,000, 4,000, negative 24,000 on that big red day where we sold off for 46.05. Today, however, closing with green deltas overall, which is interesting to me. And what's interesting is that it looks like the majority of that came from up here, came from this kind of 85 to 90 spot, and that's not too surprising. That was where the prior day's high was. That's where I was actually looking to get long. I did try and take a long there. Where is this? Well, let's scroll back enough for me. Yeah, here's the open. This is Pacific time. We were doing a ton of volume here around this kind of 89 spot. I was looking for a flush into these bids and then a reclaim, and I got long here, 87, I think. And then look at this huge absorption around that 92-ish spot, and then we just crapped out, and I took a break even on that trade. And so I think today was just a lot of auctions fail downwards. Auctions for, what is that, 7:30, 8:30, that's an hour. So 10:30 to 11:30 Eastern, an hour. Fail again, crap out, auction again. This huge auction we had for hours. If you go to a 30-minute chart, you can see this huge auction and then crap out again to the close. So just a lot of buyers trying to pick it up and then just getting crapped right back out. Let's see if you guys can see this chart here, the Nasdaq. Can you guys see that? Are you seeing ES still? Let's see. There we go. Nasdaq. Again, I've been saying this the entire time that the Nasdaq volume, the deltas have actually been positive, and today no difference, plus 14,000, and that's even with the Nasdaq selling off pretty aggressively into the lows there. Here's what I'm thinking. We've got, once again, a pretty clear, defined bunch of levels. Let's pull up the cash session, the cash index here. There we go. Here is the S&P on a 10-minute chart. This is how I'm going to be looking at it for tomorrow. Here's the QQQ. Let's go to the S&P. There we go. Let's sort of 10-minute chart. I think this is going to break. This 55 is spot we've been holding a million billion times. I think we finally. I think. I don't want to say it, but I feel like we can finally say it, and that tonight is going to largely trade below value area low from the session. That came in at 45.65, so that's right around here. So right now, Globex is going to be majorly trading below that for, I imagine, pretty much the entire session. Maybe it'll drift on upwards a little bit, but we're going to be trading outside of value. I would not be surprised if we open outside of value as well, if we open outside value or low, so below that kind of 65-ish spot. And when you're trading below an area of value, what I see that as is acceptance. It's building volume outside of where the first standard deviations of that profile was. So what I'll be looking for tomorrow is going to be a break of this daily low, settlement lows as well over there. I would not be surprised if we catch some temporary bids here. So in an ideal world, we do something like this, which is come down, break these lows, find some bids in here. Whatever that is, 43-ish is probably what it corresponds to. What's Thursday's low on the ES? 44 half. So, somewhere around 45 to 53, call it. I'd probably find a bid, and then I want to get short somewhere around here. This is going to be the primary area of interest. This is where we built up a ton of volume. These are 10-minute candles. We built up a ton of volume here. That was clearly the pivotal area for the past few days, or whatever this is, going back to the 22nd, almost a month, I think, right? That's what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. If we reclaim this 76 number, that lines up with, I think, 45.76, where that huge seller was parked, by the way, yesterday, going into the close, or from 11:30 to the close, and where we set the IB low off of his whoever was trapped short here during the open. If he gets offside, if that seller gets offside, you know, maybe you can try a short around this 85 number on the ES. Maybe you get a short somewhere around this 94-ish number, 92-ish, but really, this is the pivot for a reason. I think you're fighting momentum at that point, and you may be better served just, maybe just not trading at all. So I'm going to be looking for a break of the previous day's low. I'm going to be looking for a short somewhere here, probably at this number right there where all the volume was done. QQQ, not too different. Same thing. I think you can find a short somewhere around here, around this opening range low. This is going to be the primary pivot of interest, and then I don't want to be trying to buy this prior day's low or the settlement lows. I think we go down lower. I think we get into kind of this spot over here. Maybe we catch some trapped shorts from that Monday session, but maybe something like 737, 738, whatever. But overall, I think we go ahead and make new lows. So I suppose I'm short biased. Look, this is all subject to change at the open and intraday, but to me, you had a gap up and you just absolutely crapped out. That's what it looks like to me. You know, it's a it's a it's a gap and crap. That's what that looks like to me. Uh, so I'm going to be looking to get short, whatever that is, 71-ish to 77 on the short side. Look for some sort of look below and fail, and take 55s long, maybe even 45-ish. I don't know. And then this is where I think we'll end up finding a low of the day, somewhere around here. Whatever this is, probably lines up with about 38 or something, 40 on the ES. I think that's all I got to say. Yeah, I'd like to see us accept a little bit lower, below the overnight low right now. Here you go. I'd like to see us get, if the prior day's low is 52-ish, maybe get into 45 to 47 during this overnight. That'd be nice to me. See some acceptance of the daily low there, the RTH low. Same thing on the NASDAQ. Come down a bit to like 780 or something. And then I'd like to see this get some sort of weak covers into the open, find the short, break the overnight low and the prior day's low, and then maybe take the rotation long as well. And we'll see how it goes into the end of the day. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. Have a great night. Trade safe.